Alright guys, come back for a second edit. Hopefully getting the sound right on this one. For the AUSCoin ICO scam alert, episode 1. Colossus Crypto here guys. Right, so literally we're just going to dive straight into it. AUSCoin is a Australian ICO that has asked investors for $40 million to roll out 1,200 ATMs across Australia with Bitcoin, all Bitcoin ready with deposit and withdrawal. The few problems that we have with AUSCoin are as follows, and they prove it all on their own website. 1,200 ATMs are going to cost them $15 million. For $40 million, where is the other $25 million going? There's nothing stated on the ICO website to suggest as such, so essentially we're losing out on a bit of information there. AUSCoin is projected to distribute 50 million AUSCoin tokens through the ERC20. The point of it is, with the use of their Bitcoin ATMs, what is the token itself going to be used for? There is no programming behind their coin, as you'd know from the very first video of the introduction. We take these scams, we don't take them lightly. They get pushed through lots of tests before we come out into the open and say, don't invest. The one main, and it's probably the biggest one, if you're missing this, it's a no-go from our channel. If you, I mean, it's alright. Yeah, it's a long history with AUSCoin and myself. I've been following them since their seed ICO round, which was a secret, and I didn't even know that. So here they are. They've invested $500,000, so $500,000 before the ICO, and they haven't let anyone know. Then they want to raise another $40 million for 1,200 ATMs, which are only going to cost $15 million. No mention at all in the white paper of the other $25 million. The AUSCoin token itself, no technology, no GitHub, no mention of technology being behind the coin at all. What is the coin going to be used for? Certainly not the ATMs. Let's keep the token aside for a second. Let's focus on the ATMs. So AUSCoin's main objective is to roll out 1,200 ATMs. Bitcoin ready. I'm sure they'll have plan in the future to roll out some other cryptos into those ATMs, and how they do that is their challenge. Through side chains or whatever, it's their potential. If they can get it done, so be it. The issue I have is their main focus is these ATMs. These ATMs are projected to make $10,000 each. 1,200 ATMs are to be purchased on the website. On the website here, we will see that they have only 600 premium locations across Australia. Is that to say that 2 Bitcoin ATMs will be flowing their way into 600 locations? Could we potentially see 2 ATMs at the same venue record $20,000 per day transactions? This is where it gets a little bit interesting. Now, the ATMs have obviously transaction fees. The transaction fees are now set to be distributed. 1% of the transaction fees will be given back into AUSCoin. 50% of that 1% will be given back into AUSCoin. They say to continue marketing and everything like that, which is fair enough. They've covered themselves over here saying that they're going to lock their tokens away for a good amount of years, over 13 years. I think they say that their tokens are locked away for and they can't sell. But instead, what they're going to be able to do is receive money from the transaction fees of the ATMs and do everything they need to. 25% of that 1% will go to token holders of minimum 10,000 AUSCoin, who will receive discount rates at the ATM. How? I'm not sure. More than likely through a private key that's issued by AUSCoin and the Bitcoin ATM that they have. The other 25% of that 1% transaction fee will be reserved for gateway users. This brings the AUSCoin token into it. They expect AUSCoin with no technology, as in using Ethereum blockchain ERC20, for day-to-day bills to be paid in Australia, and especially highlighted in their video at the top here, mortgages. I can completely refute that. We're having issues at the moment here in Australia with banks. There is no chance the banks are going to accept AUSCoin for payment of mortgage. That's not even to mention the fact that the co-founder or founder of AUSCoin himself had publicly posted his bank account being shut down from one of the big banks here because of crypto use. Having said all that, it still doesn't bring me to this point here of that 1% transaction fee. So 1% of the transaction fee is splitting up into into 3 bits: 50 to AUSCoin, 25 to token holders, 25 to gateway users. Where does the other 99% of the transaction fee go? And to maintain ATMs, would it really cost that much to maintain ATMs? That's just all I'm saying. The developers themselves have come out and said that their goals do not directly align with AUSCoin's. So AUSCoin are now without developers on their team. They're just a bunch of dudes, really, whose experience in blockchain technology literally is none. They are taking AUSCoin investors for an absolute ride. It's unfair, and this is why I'm also redoing the video, because I was aware that the first one's audio was shot. Guys, don't invest into AUSCoin ICO, please. We'll round it up very quickly. A $40 million ICO that only requires $15 million for its initial goal that's been projected. No mention of the $25 million that the investors invest. There's no mention of where that is going. Again, 600 locations with 1,200 ATMs to be doing 10,000 a day on $86 million a week. I can't see Australians spending almost $100 million a week through the ATM, the Bitcoin ATMs. The transaction fees, 1% is being distributed to AUSCoin, to token holders or early investors who decided to hold, and the other 25% to a reserved gateway that I can tell you right now, without any proof of a gateway being programmed, there is no gateway, and there won't ever be a gateway. Stay away from AUSCoin, guys. If you like the video, give it a like, subscribe it, share it off to your mates. There will be more. We are coming for you, scammers. It's not right to be taking people's money. We're here to stop that.